So today I have a kind of different video for you all. I'm going to be going through what my personal reading preferences are and what I consider as like my reading routine, I guess. I'll be answering just a couple questions and just showing you all kind of how I read. So let's get into it. The first thing is, do I use bookmarks or do I dog ear pages? I definitely use bookmarks. I don't mind if people dog ear their own books. I don't care. Just don't dog ear mine. But no, I definitely use bookmarks. I've got plenty of them right here. That whole mug is full. I love bookmarks. Honestly, if I don't have a bookmark, I will use like a receipt or a hair thingy or literally anything I can get my hands on that works book, I will put as a bookmark. I do not dog ear pages. That bothers me so badly. But again, if you dog ear pages, that's fine. I don't mind. I just don't want you to dog ear my books. The next thing is, do I like to snack or eat while I read, or am I somebody that kind of distracts me? I am a big snacker or drinker while I read. I love having a good cup of tea or coffee when I read, or like a bowl of goldfish, or like my dinner. Literally anything, it doesn't matter. I do like to snack while I read, but that's not something that I do every single time. I don't know, just the routine of eating while reading kind of, I don't know, I like it. Next question is, where do I like to read the most? Definitely in bed. For some reason, in bed is where I get the best reading done. Even though I am narcoleptic, you would think that I would fall asleep, but I don't. Reading in bed, especially now that I have my Kindle, is a lot easier. I can set it onto the like nighttime setting. I can turn all the lights off and I can get in bed and I can just power through some reading. I love doing that. Or I actually do like to read out in public. It's kind of weird, but the background noise of like people just milling about, like the mall food court for me, best place to read. The next question actually kind of ties in to what I just said, and that is, do you like background noise or music, or do you like complete silence? I'm somebody that it kind of depends on what kind of book I'm reading. If I'm reading a thriller, I do like complete silence. If I'm reading a fantasy or like a YA, then I like having music, which I normally listen to classical music if I listen to anything at all, or like background noise, or like just people milling about. It really depends for me, and that's kind of weird, but that's just how I prefer it. I don't know, it's always made sense to me that way. So like thrillers, self-help books, silence. Anything else, pretty much, I do like background noise. And then the next couple things are just kind of my own personal preferences, my personal idea of like what the perfect genre is. You can kind of tell by my bookshelves behind me. I read a lot of thrillers and I read a lot of fantasy. I'm pretty bland when it comes to stuff like that. I don't read a lot of sci-fi, except for if it's the Illuminae trilogy. I really love those. So if I find some sci-fi that's kind of like that, then I'll probably read it, but it's really just not my thing. Contemporaries, you all know I don't like. I don't like the like sappy, insta-love, teens, whatever. I don't always want my books to have happy endings, and I feel like contemporaries have a lot of that, but I also don't want anything that's like, I don't know. I don't know. Contemporaries are just not my favorite genre. They never have been. I don't know. It's just not for me. So definitely thrillers or fantasy. I can read just about any of those. And then as far as what I like to wear while I'm reading, that's actually why I'm wearing this t-shirt. This is Alan's. I love wearing big baggy t-shirts, and he is quite a bit bigger than me, so I like to wear his t-shirts or like pajamas, just anything comfortable. I don't like it when I'm wearing like stuff that I wore to work, even though I wear comfortable clothes to work, but I want to feel like I'm in for the night, like I'm settled, and I just want to be as comfy as possible. So for me, my reading routine, just really quick, just a little synopsis. Generally, I don't start reading until around 9 at night, because that's when Alyssa likes to go to sleep. And after I put her in the crib, like we've had a bottle, she's cuddled, she's fallen asleep, I put her in the crib, then I either grab whatever I'm reading or my Kindle or my notebook to see like what is next on the agenda. And generally I'll read until around 11 or 11:30 at night, and then that's when I go to sleep. And then usually about 30 minutes later, that's when Alyssa wakes up and comes into bed with us and goes back to sleep. But anyway, so I've got about 2.5 hours every night that I try to read. And then during the day, I will listen to an audiobook in my car or while I'm out running errands with Alyssa if it's on a day that I have off. But that's where I get the most of my reading, is those 2.5 hours before I go to bed when Alyssa is asleep. So yeah, that's kind of my reading routine, my reading preferences, whatever you want to call them. If you have anything like that you would like to share, like are you a big snacker, or do you read multiple books all at once, or do you read one at a time? I'm personally a one at a time kind of gal unless it's an audiobook. But yeah, if you have anything like that you'd like to share, please tell me down in the comments below. My Instagram, Twitter, and Goodreads are all in the description box. And that's where you'll find like my updates, when I'm thinking about what I'm reading, any videos that I post. That's where you're gonna see everything like that. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all next time. Bye!